had an incredible private day trip from Dubrovnik to Montenegro with H, and we cannot recommend him highly enough. From the moment we met him, H was the epitome of professionalism, so kind, warm, and incredibly knowledgeable about the region. We genuinely enjoyed every moment of our full-day adventure with him and only wish we had discovered his services earlier in our Croatia trip so he could have helped us with the rest of our travel plans. Even though we had already arranged other transfers through a different company, H went out of his way to help us optimize our itinerary. He asked for our details and helped make sense of our travel logistics, even though he didn't stand to benefit from it at all. That kind of generosity and care is rare and so appreciated. He also gave us fantastic recommendations for things to do and places to eat, real local gems, and even offered to make restaurant reservations on our behalf. The entire experience felt curated just for us, and his insight truly made the tour special. One huge perk that blew us away: we had read that crossing the border between Croatia and Montenegro during high season could take hours, but H knew of a less popular secondary border crossing and we were through in under 2 minutes each way. That alone saved us so much time and stress. This tour was a true highlight of our trip. If you're visiting Dubrovnik or anywhere nearby, do yourself a favor and book with H, you will not regret it. From start to finish, Simply H was very communicative and answered several questions that I had prior to booking about the tour. We traveled with 4 of us, my husband, sister-in-law, 22-year-old daughter and myself. There were some mobility issues and he tailored our trip to Montenegro to accommodate all. We were picked up at our hotel. H handled everything at the border crossing. We stopped for a quick breakfast and had burek, a traditional Bosnian dish. Later stopped again for coffee and photos. We toured Our Lady on the Rocks Church/Museum, which was beautiful, again more photos. Shopping and tour continued through Old Town and finally lunch at Porto Montenegro with more photos. The day was seamless. H is very well versed in Croatian culture as well as that of Montenegro and the history of Yugoslavia. He is also very helpful with things to do and where to dine in DBV. I would recommend Simply H for any of your tour needs while in the area. We are also using Simply H for return transfer to the airport later this week. Simply H, I can't say enough. Great trip with H to Montenegro. We had a private vehicle with plenty of room and H was a great driver and guide. He gave us some history on our way over to Montenegro and we got to visit several small towns as we made our way around the sea. Our favorite stop was the town of Kotor where the shopping was plentiful and the historic buildings and the fjords were absolutely stunning. While the rain kept us from taking a boat ride to the Lady of the Rock, H made the tour awesome. He is very kind, patient with all of our party, as some were slower than others, and stopped whenever we needed to, which is the benefit of having your own private tour. I'd highly recommend this tour and this company to anyone. Well worth it. We had a fantastic experience with our tour operator Hrjov, who drove us from Dubrovnik to Montenegro. He was incredibly friendly, knowledgeable, and made the journey not only smooth but also very enjoyable. He shared interesting insights about the history and culture of the region, and his recommendations along the way were spot on. We felt safe, comfortable, and well taken care of throughout the entire trip. Highly recommend his service if you're looking for a memorable and well-guided tour experience.